I just. I just. All right, let's hurry up before I sneeze.
Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm Doug.
And I'm Lorenzo.
And this is Good Suffering. Now, on this show, we normally talk about a movie that I've seen before.
And I haven't.
But before we do that, we get into a little bit of...
horror views.
Like, you know, it normally sounds like you're trying to be creepy.
Yeah.
Now you just sound like a drunkard on
I
the
am.
street, just like a...
I told you I sound like Tom Waits.
The piano has been drinking. Yeah. What have you watched, buddy? What have you been up to? How are you?
Oh, I'm good. Just got
How'd
back
you go
in.
from your bender?
Got back in from Austin, Texas. Went to my brother's wedding, which was great. Fried.
And did no horror things. You're in Texas. Did nothing for the Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
No, I didn't do anything for Texas Chainsaw. I did, however, get to see us at an Alamo Draft House down there. I said in the last episode of the Cronenberg series that I wasn't going to be able to, but I did because I went without.
Because you care so much about this show.
That, and I really wanted to see it. I got to see it with my friend Jose. What up, Jose? Got to see him. Haven't seen him since school, so that was great. So I saw us, drank a lot. It was had more alcohol in my system than not.
Than not. Jesus.
Yeah, it was great. I was very busy. So you and I didn't get to talk very much.
I was a mess
and I
this weekend.
Definitely because of me. You missed me. And I also didn't get to see very many horror movies subsequently. I didn't do much, man. I was so anti technology over the weekend. It was great.
Mm-hmm.
I loved it.
You were like, fuck Doug.
Yeah. I woke up, like, the first morning I was there, I was like, you know what? Fuck Doug. I'm not going back to New Jersey.
That's how I feel every time I'm in Missouri. I'm like, if he loves me, he'd be here.
Likewise.
Oh, my God. So I actually, you know, January and February are weird months for me. Maybe this is why the Cronenberg series hurt. It's because my January and February of, like, every single year always is just like where I'm like, I don't want to hear anything new. I don't want to watch a single fucking movie ever again. I'm so sick of this goddamn bullshit because I overload.
The weather?
No, it's I overload the ends of my years to like watch everything for like my best of 20
Right.
whatever
True.
list. So I'm like normally like over filmmaking at that point. And I like don't want to see anything. I missed Escape Room. I'm still pissed I didn't get to see Escape Room because I heard it was good. But I did watch a hell of a lot to catch up through the past month, and some of these are prior to the Cronenberg series, but if you've been listening along, you know that we just got straight to the point with those.
Yep.
Or else they would have been
Very long.
too long. They're already too long. At least the final two. But yeah, I guess I'll run through my list and just touch upon the ones I actually want to touch upon. Is that cool?
How many is that?
A lot.
Oh, boy.
I saw Bloody Birthday for the first time. That was fun. I rewatched the entire Nightmare on Elm Street series, which was something I've been trying to do.
Were you and Taylor both doing that? Or
No, that was just me. She just watched a few movies.
Oh, okay.
I watched the whole thing chronologically, 1 to 7, 1 to New Nightmare, I guess.
Nice.
But yeah, I just kind of went through that. I did it for Halloween prior to the new movie coming out. Prior to
right
the
on Halloween the movie. That's still a long
so
time ago.
I guess next I might do Friday the 13th and then just get onto some more obscure stuff. Maybe I'll do Hellraiser. I've never seen past the third.
I know what something else I watched, or at least I tried to watch.
Ooh.
I tried to watch the first Purge.
Yes.
Try is the key word here because it really was not great. There was such an obvious green screen for like, the green screen was purely there for extras, for background extras. And that to me was like, that is the most laziest filmmaking I've ever seen. I can understand using green screen and it being like bad for like, I don't know, maybe driving or something. Like if you're low budget and it's,
Oh, I
it's hard-
love green screen driving.
It's-
old school green screen driving in like the 60s when they had just like the rolling background.
yeah, those are cool. I like those.
You saw The Love Witch, right?
Yes.
Oh, they do it so well.
Yeah. But like it was a green screen, like I said, just for like background extras, and it was awful. And then aside from that, like there was like no thrill to it whatsoever.
My boss loved it though. My super racist boss was like, "This is a great movie."
Whoa! Right? Because it all, you know what? Go on.
Whatever.
Next movie.
Whatever. He's a mess.
He's racist.
Saw Beyond the Seventh Door, which is one of Severin's Intervision titles. Really cool. Really good. Fun little shot on video movie. I rewatched Jason X. I talked about this in the last episode, but I have my friend living at my house right now, which is about to end on Monday. But yeah, I've been trying to, he's one of those people in my life who's like very willing to watch whatever weird shit that I want to throw on.
Not me.
So I've been like trying to throw on like Beyond the Seventh Door and things like that. I'm hoping to show him before he leaves Revenge of the Ninja because I love that.
Jason X.
But I was watching Jason X. Jason X is
Shout out to Ethan. Did I ever do this? Because
What?
he says that's the best Jason movie.
hot take.
And I told him I was gonna name drop him and shout him out, and I don't think I ever did. So here it is.
For my birthday, my mother bought me the new beautiful Blu-ray copy of Candyman, and I watched that.
Ooh, that's
Great.
an episode.
Yeah, future episode. I got a cool Candyman long sleeve too. You didn't see? I wore it to
I don't think I saw it.
I wore it to the Us screening.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, wore my Candyman shirt.
I wore my Barcelona jersey to us.
I watched a new Irish horror film called The Hole in the Ground.
Irish.
It was all right. I watched Don't Leave Home, a new Shudder exclusive that was pretty good. It's the Irish Catholic version of Get Out.
Irish.
Yeah, I've been watching a lot of Irish stuff.
That's-
I didn't watch Leprechaun though. I didn't even see the new one. I watched Castle Freak, Stuart Gordon movie. I watched Prom Night 1 and Prom Night 2, Hello Mary Lou. I watched an Arrow title from the 60s, maybe 70s. I don't remember, called The Baby, which was pretty wild. I saw Puppet Master, The Littlest Reich. Great fucking movie.
Wait, say that again?
Puppet Master, The Littlest Reich.
Reich.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that
Yeah.
okay?
Really, really great. S. Craig Zoller wrote it. It was really fantastic.
Zoller.
Definitely go watch it. It's a Shudder exclusive right now. I had rented it when it first came out, and I let the rental expire because I didn't have time.
Frederick Zoller.
S. Craig Zoller.
That's from Inglourious Bastards. Frederick Zoller, I think. Isn't that the filmmaker or the producer in Inglourious Bastards?
Don't remember.
Racist. You just watch a lot. You like racists. Anyway.
I watched an old Shudder exclusive, one of the first, called Sadako versus Kayako, which is Japan's.
You told me about that.
Yeah, Japan's Freddy versus Jason.
Yeah.
The Grudge versus The Ring. It was fucking great. Oh my god, it almost played out. Oh hey,
It's not the producer. It's the one who's in love with the French girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which was great. Holy shit. I love The Grudge. Ju-on, and I love The Ring, Ringu. So yeah, I was very, very, very pleased with it.
When are we gonna do some freaking foreign horror?
When are we gonna do some Japanese horror?
Yes.
When are we doing Cairo? When are we doing...
I said I want to do
Dark Water.
foreign horror this year.
There's
we
a movie
still
called
have
Dark Water. You know what my last name or my first name means? You know what Douglas means? Dark Water. So we should do Dark Water, the original, not the one with Jennifer Connelly.
I think my name means crowned with laurel. Because I'm royalty.
Don't look down, King.
Stop.
Your crown
Stop.
slipping.
Oh my god.
I watched The Slumber Party Massacre with Lindsay. Rewatched it. It's a fun movie. I watched Noroi the Curse. Speaking of more Japanese Shudder exclusives, great. I've been hearing about that one for a long time. It'd been on my list of movies to find. I loved it. I bought a few movies. I bought two first from Brian Paulin and Morbid Vision Films because I read S. Craig Zoller's article in the first issue of Fangoria, the new
The
Fangoria.
first issue.
Yes. About where he's like pointing out sort of like homemade filmmakers. And I checked out Fetus and Bone Sickness, which were his two top recommendations. I contacted the store to get them signed. I bought them both on DVD, the only way to see them. They're great, man.
Yeah.
They're awesome. amazing special effects. It's all like shot in his basement and stuff. It made for like $3,000. I actually just today in the mail got my third film from him. I like the first two so much. I picked up Blood Pigs.
I hope you get
Which I'll be
like a
seeing.
Videodrome-esque movie in the mail.
Yeah, or
Yeah.
like The Ring, where
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, it was really amazing. I even sent him an email back after I bought the second batch. After I bought Blood Pigs, I was like, man, watching like I have been to like such expensive, high budget haunted houses that couldn't do what I saw you do on like a shoestring in your basement. It really was like watching magic. I really appreciated what you.
Oh, that is
did.
so sweet. I bet you he must have loved that.
I hope. I
Yeah.
hope you liked it.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, but I really did really love his stuff. And I even in the first email I sent him, I told him, I was like, just the fact that you exist is really an inspiration for somebody who's like just like a broke kid who has a camera and just wants to make spooky movies.
Let's make some spooky movies.
Let's make some fucking spooky movies.
All right, I'm gonna work on the script. You work on the script, and
Ooh.
we'll see what we can do.
Let's do that one that we had the idea when we were going to the haunted house.
That's a great idea.
Yeah, it is
that's a really good idea.
I watched Demons too.
You
I
did.
watched
I saw
Demons
your
too.
letterboxed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I watched Demons too. It's
And?
all right.
It's okay.
Asia Argento's in it. The Smiths are in it. The Cure is in it.
Oh, I love the Cure.
You know how the first one has like that like hair metal soundtrack?
Yeah,
This one has like a new wave soundtrack.
That's great. I
Yeah.
really want to see that.
Yeah, I saw The Rift. It was a movie I bought on the Kino Lorber sale last year. It was all right. I watched Night of the Demons too as well. It was fine, not as good as the original. And I watched Black Sunday, Mario Bava's Black Sunday revisited,
Mario Bava.
which we'll do on the show one day, certainly.
Cool.
But yeah, you gotta watch more horror movies, man.
I gotta get better so I can.
You're dying with a sickness.
Who wants to send a message to Germany? I got Inglourious Bastards on the mind.
Weren't you talking about Inglourious Bastards like as soon as you showed up to my house?
Was I?
I think so.
It's a great movie.
So today we're talking about 2016's Lights Out.
That's right, baby. It's 2016 Lights Out. You just said that.
Lorenzo's sick.
I'm very sick. I'm very out of it.
This was directed by David F. Sandberg, not to be confused with David Sandberg, who is the director of Kung Fury,
Or, not to be confused with Adam Sandler.
or Andy Samberg.
Oh my God. There's so many.
But this is based off of his award-winning short film. This is produced by James Wan, some horror royalty, and stars Teresa Palmer as Rebecca. This was a pretty huge success. It was made on a $4.9 million budget and made $148.9 million.
Congratulations.
Yeah, absolutely. This is truly a success story of a film for Sandberg. Getting to direct something, it wasn't like James Wan and I think Warner Brothers did this.
Yeah.
They didn't come to him and then just hand him money and say we're buying the rights. They gave him a shot to direct it, and now his career is kind of in full swing. And I mean we're doing this episode because of that, because you suggested this for Shazam.
Yes, we're right on time. I guess the release date, right, today, is in line
Today,
with
as in the day they're hearing it, not today
Right.
as in the actual day.
Right. Today is when the movie comes out, Shazam. I'm very hyped for it.
Yes.
I've listened to a lot of interviews from David F. Sandler. Yeah, we'll get more into that because I know that you have a lot more to say about him.
Yeah. You want to talk about the short film real quick first?
Sure.
Is this a double episode because of that?
No,
Aw, sad days.
doesn't count.
So the short I had seen prior to the movie getting announced. I remember when that kind of hit the internet, the horror, outlets. Oh, you got to check out this amazing short film from this guy out in Sweden. And
Oh yeah.
oh yeah, we make a horror movie. It is incredibly quick. It's like 2 minutes and 45 seconds.
Yeah.
It's quiet and atmospheric. It's a perfect short, and it is still genuinely scary after all the times I've seen it and shown it to people and watched it on my own. Watching it today, I still kind of had to look away during the final scare because I was kind of freaked out.
It is creepy.
It's a
very
creepy. The whole thing is creepy, but that final scare is really, really good.
Yeah.
And it builds towards it really well.
Yeah.
But Sandberg, outside of Lights Out, had been making these micro-budget short films and like everything is in his apartment building. Everything stars just his wife, who also makes an appearance at the beginning of the full-length version of Lights Out. And all the lighting setups are done with IKEA lighting.
Yeah, you can tell that it's very shoestring.
He's got a ton of not only other short films, but demonstrational videos and explanations on his Vimeo page, even leading through like the production of Lights Out, the movie, and Annabelle Creation, even where he's posting these like, this is what we're doing. Here's how I'm adapting what I used to do. He has older videos showing you how to use IKEA lighting to light short films and things like that. If you want to look for some other short films from David Sandberg that I particularly like, Attic Panic and Coffer are the ones that I like the most, I would say.
Cool.
Attic Panic especially. I might like that more than Lights Out, actually. But, you know, you go on to the full-length film, and it is a brisk 81 minutes. This might be the shortest movie we've done for the show, right?
No, what else is... Society's really short, isn't it?
No, Society's like an hour and a half, maybe a little bit longer. Texas is like 84 or something like that. Definitely longer than 81.
It didn't feel like that. Watching it, Texas feels longer, in a good way. It just it doesn't feel like it's cut short.
It makes you feel trapped, not bored.
Yeah,
it's not a slog. But I actually didn't. I saw this before everybody else. I was actually invited to an advanced screening about 2 weeks prior to it coming out. I went to the city and saw it, and there was like a NDAs and whatnot.
Oh my God, I'm done.
I got to see Lights Out.
I get invited to screenings. You know what? Judd Apatow and I, we hang out all the time. My boy Judsy. You know that story. I told you that many times already.
The people don't need to hear it.
Yeah,
though.
no. It's not that. It's not that great.
No. So yeah, I actually haven't seen the film since then. So I haven't. It's been a while, a couple years at least.
Been a while since you've seen Lights Out.
You're like delirious today.
I'm not feeling well.
But still, we do this for the people.
Oh yes,
we do this.
I can't let my fans down.
Of course not. I told you, everybody comes here for the sultry voice.
Oh, it's even better today. I got what Phoebe calls the sexy voice.
That's a Friends reference.
Yeah, everybody loves that one. That's a deep cut, sort of. I don't think it is, but
no. But people like to feel like it's a deep cut because it's not like
one of the main ones.
Yeah.
Pivot or whatever. Or we were on a break.
Yeah. Heyo.
I said that one. That was a true one. That's a real life story.
Yeah?
That's a fun one.
Oof.
Anyway. Ooh, seedy stuff on Good Suffer.
Ooh. We're spilling tea. What is this? Misadventures?
Anyway. All right. IMDb synopsis time?
Yeah, holy shit.
Okay. Wait, you're surprised we've done this. Like every
episode.
It's been a minute.
It's been a minute since we've done a regular episode.
It's true.
We haven't done one since last year.
Yeah, that's true. 2018, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. Not sponsored. Rebecca must unlock the terror behind her little brother's experiences that once tested her sanity, bringing her face to face with a supernatural spirit attached to their mother. That's weird. It's vague. Yeah, it's really weird.
Okay. This movie is vague.
How would you it is. That's true. A good point. How would you describe it?
How would I describe it?
Give us a one sentence synopsis. Not that easy, is it? That's IMDb back at the office.
Yeah. they're all sitting there with AirPods in, like asshole. Spooky ghost named Diana tries and fails, yet somehow we're supposed to be afraid of her.
Wow, that's almost more vague than the IMDb one. It was funny. Can I say something now that you mentioned Diana? I just want to mention it right now. While I was watching the movie...
Oh, it's not cool to make those jokes anymore, right? Michael Jackson's canceled.
I haven't seen the documentary.
I haven't seen it either.
And I'm like... There are so many reasons why not to believe the documentary in the first place.
Ooh.
Or not to validate it. I'm not saying that I'm not in any camp, but there are just, legitimate reasons why it's not all that trustworthy. That's all I got to say. Things have already come out. The feds or the court didn't find anything. The fact that the documentarians of that movie specifically didn't even get like a counter argument from anyone. They only interview people that have like their side of the story. So it's just not very good reporting or documentary filmmaking in that sense. It's biased. But I mean,
They
that's
got
it.
pictures of the creepy room in the
Do
back
they?
and
I don't know.
everything.
I haven't.
That's years ago. Yeah,
Yeah.
there's pictures of a
Oh,
hidden room.
yeah.
in the-
Well, yeah. I thought you meant there was more stuff
Oof.
that came out. Look, like I said, I'm not
I've been
defending or
talking about
anything.
Michael Jackson a lot today, though, because I was
Have
saying
you?
how Purple Rain's better than Thriller today.
That's true.
And my
But
boss,
do you mean the album or?
like, yeah, the album, like as a collective piece of music, yeah.
I don't know about that. I think song wise, yes.
But my manager was telling me today about how he worked with a guy who used to do catering for Prince whenever he would come around here.
Oh, sweet.
And like Prince knew his name and everything. Like, oh, hey, Walter.
Prince is a sweetheart. Was a sweetheart.
Yeah, he beat people at basketball and then made him pancakes. I learned that on the
Fuck.
Chappelle Show.
Fucking love Prince. Never did a bad thing in his life.
Yeah.
Hopefully, nothing's come out yet. Oh my
Nothing,
god.
nothing.
Oh my god, you're right. Whoa, you didn't say anything. I said it. Nothing's come out. Thank God.
Prince, unproblematic king.
Can't wait till. I mean, I can. I don't want him to die. I hope he outlives me. But ooh, if Bob Dylan dies before me,
Tea will be spilled.
I don't want to know.
50-year-old tea. 60s tea.
It's gonna be bad. I already know he's an asshole, but I don't want to know more. Woo, where were we? We were talking about Prince. Before that, we were talking about Diana. You cut me off, you bitch. Not again. So as I was watching it, I was like, oh, this name, I hardly ever hear Diana like on my day to day. But like, there's two things that are gonna happen from this movie. Either one, I'm gonna hear it all the time now, and I'm gonna notice it. Or two, like I'm never gonna hear it again, and there's gonna be one moment, and it just freaks me out.
It's a terrible fucking name. I don't know. I hate it.
But would you believe today at work, someone says like in the corner of the store, I hear the name Diana, and immediately my ears perk up. I'm like, what the fuck? I never hear that name ever.
You turn around, it's just like
I was waiting for it.
two eyes.
It's a well lit store though.
It's a very well lit store.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah. You didn't even announce that you have a new job, did you?
No,
We'll save it for when we.
I don't want people to visit me because this is not like.
Everybody will hear it in the. Well, I've already heard it, I guess.
How so? What do you mean?
Talk about it in.
Oh,
the
we're not talking
first
about.
segment.
We're not talking about it in the intro.
We'll see.
No, we didn't talk about it in the intro.
Oh boy, I've been watching a lot of Pokemon lately, and they do like a lot of like fourth wall breaking.
Do they really?
Yeah, like especially Team Rocket. They're like, oh, I can't believe we were the good guys this episode.
No way.
Funny shit like that. Yeah, it's awesome. I watched the first 52 episodes, like the full Indigo League, like original season. Great,
I never watched.
awesome.
I mean,
Lindsay,
I hardly
Lindsay and
ever
I are
watched
starting
it.
Black and White tonight.
Lame. Just play the video game.
That's what we do. Is we sit there and we watch it and play the video game at the same time.
That's the only thing you really need to do. The TV shows weren't that great.
TV show's great.
Movies were hot.
Yeah, movie. We gotta go.
Those were
gotta,
lame.
we gotta be. We're on lights out.
All right,
Lights out.
go ahead.
Yeah. What did you think of the movie overall?
Here we go. Exciting. I think I just the concept itself, just like the setup, the opening scene, was so cool. I
The
thought
opening scene is great.
I loved it. Absolutely loved it. It felt like I was on a roller coaster, like a bunch of thrills and a bunch of suspense and build up until like, it finally ends. And
It's almost like sort of like an exercise. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like just creating atmosphere
Yeah.
and dread and
it already sets all the limits. It sets already what you need to know.
kind of the best part of the movie.
I think so. It tells you everything you need to know about the story.
And sets off the
there's a
story at the
family.
same time.
The monster thing cannot go into light. You can see it like in the dark.
There's clearly some issue with the mother.
Yeah. So it tells you everything you need to know in such a succinct way, and it's done so well. It's done. It felt like you could end the movie there. That to me was like that could have been a short film. That in itself, the opening scene, and then the rest of the movie, while it's it doesn't live up to it. I don't think that's controversial to say. It's still. I'm still interested in the characters. I'm still trying to find out what happens, especially like the boyfriend character. I was so certain he was gonna, die or
He was
become a monster
shit
or
for,
whatever.
like, so much of the movie, and then he just kind of turns around.
He wasn't a piece of
Everybody's
shit.
Everybody's arc in this movie is just like, I'm an asshole, and I'm gonna stop being an asshole at the end.
I like
Boyfriend,
it.
a dick.
It felt-
Rebecca, a dick.
It felt like Yeah. It felt like a horror movie informed by like Spielberg, like 80s movies.
Have we? Oh my god,
I liked it a lot.
Is this like the first time on Good Suffering where you liked the movie more than I did?
No way, is that true?
Yeah.
You didn't like it
I
as much
don't
as...
like this movie.
Oh no! Wow, that's a first. That's a Good Suffering first.
Yeah, I don't like this movie.
Because you and I both didn't like Child's Play all that much. So
Oh, Child's Play is great.
shut up. Wow. Okay. So run me through your thinking, Doug.
I think that there is a lot to admire in David Sandberg's directing, but this is not written by him.
Mm-hmm.
This was a script that was made based on the short and then handed to Sandberg to direct. And while, yes, it's a doorway for his career, which I'm sure will be amazing, I hope he sticks to horror because Annabelle Creation is so goddamn good. Annabelle Creation is amazing. I just think that it's such a weak story. It falls for so many trappings that horror movies I hate fall for. There's so much cheesy bullshit. It's one of the worst goddamn endings to a film in like my recent memory. I remember walking out of that theater, walking onto 42nd Street and being like, I cannot believe I just spent $7 to get here for it to end like that. It's not even just the fact that I guess we're getting right into the spoilers, but it's not even the fact that the mother kills herself. It's the fucking fact that there's that like fucking badass action hero bullshit line for like saving your lives. Bang! Shoots herself in the head. Whoa.
Yeah.
No, mom! And then like they just go out to the fucking car. Diana's dead.
And they
go
sit
to the
in the
ambulance and they're just like,
ambulance.
wow, I'm so in love with you. And now I'm going to take care of this kid and everything's going to be okay. And we're going to pull off like we did the same fucking shit that they did a year later. In fucking Conjuring 2, where they're just gonna pull the goddamn fucking camera out, and it always ends in the same goddamn way. It's such a trope with the crane shot pulling away from the house where all the awful shit happened, and they're sitting in the back of the ambulance, and everything's okay now.
Yes.
It's just poor fucking writing throughout this movie. There's just so many awful lines. There's one time where the mother says something like, "If you hurt my kids, I'm never talking to you again."
Yeah.
It's awful. It's fucking terrible. And that's why, like, I didn't want to say anything because I wanted to do Lights Out to have something like this because I didn't know how you were going to react.
Yeah.
But fuck, man. If you want to watch David Sandberg really shine, Annabelle Creation is great front to back.
I'll watch it. I'll watch it. The thing is that I, to a point, agree with you. I don't think it's that great of a movie, but I just enjoyed it for what it's worth. Listen, you got to understand. I just sat through so many movies of fucking Cronenberg's. It's nice to just watch a popcorn flick.
But see, that's the problem.
Yeah.
Exactly. You're pulling on the biggest problem I have with this movie, which is that this would be a fantastic fucking-tastic popcorn movie, just like Autopsy of Jane Doe or something like that. Ouija, Origin of Evil. The second Ouija works like this too, where it is a great movie to sit down with your friends and watch. Annabelle works like that too. Annabelle 2 works. But this just tries to have such this like heavy subject matter where they're talking about mental illness, generational trauma, things like that.
Child separation, even.
Child separation, which just makes it so much of a downer that you can't put it on at a party. But it doesn't pay off enough on those fucking things to make it worth like a solemn viewing.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't. It's like it's stuck between trying to be a really, really intense emotional movie and like popcorn horror that's made to make a bunch of money and have some fun scares. And it can't commit to either because it's tugging between the two.
But okay, so do you?
But I'm gonna say,
what about the technical
God
aspects?
It's 80
though?
minutes. Thank
Yeah,
God, because I will. There was always the best way to get on my good side is just keep it under an hour and a half. Keep it under an hour and a half, and there's always something I'll find I like.
Lord, what about like the technical aspects of it, the filmmaking aspect?
Oh, it's very good. It's very, very.
You don't
very
think
good.
that like
Exposition is bad, but again, that's just bad writing. I think the monster is really weak explanation, and somebody along the line should have said, "Are we really going to call it Diana?"
Mm-hmm.
You know, but technically, it's good. Like I said, David Sandberg is a good director.
Yeah,
and he directed the film well.
Mm-hmm.
It's just
no,
I can't be along, and I just can't.
You bring up a good point.
I can't empathize with too many of the characters. You know what I mean? Especially because fucking Rebecca, the main character. You think I want to empathize with somebody who has a ghost poster on her wall?
I saw that, and I knew you were gonna say something about that. Hey, man, she also has like an Avenged Sevenfold poster. So
And a Slayer poster.
Yeah.
That's what got me on the good side. I was like,
Come on.
yes.
Come on. She has a tattoo sign, neon sign out her window.
No, she
That was a
like lives.
cool
No, she
scene,
lives
too.
above a tattoo shop.
Yeah, I know. She had to make a conscious decision to move into that apartment.
Well, yeah,
regardless.
yeah. It's a great apartment. It's
Yeah.
a cool
I
apartment.
want that apartment.
Yeah.
But that was
Feels like Montclair.
that was a
Right?
great moment too, though. When like Diana, I hate calling her that. I really don't want to call her that. But Diana is like coming
Diana
in.
Ross.
Yeah, and she thinks like it's her little brother. And when the light comes on, it's gone. You know how it works. And she has to like run across the room in the split time that the light comes back on. That was just really great. It's not like a forced way. It didn't feel too forced in a way of like a gimmick. It's kind of gimmicky in a way.
It's great until like
was just-
she scratches her own name in the
Yeah.
goddamn floor.
And the little stick figure drawing of herself.
Yeah.
Yeah. I enjoyed it for its part. I don't think what's the saying? I was never really good with their saying. The sums don't really equal the whole or whatever, or the parts don't equal the sum, the whole. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think that there are good parts in this movie. I don't think it all adds up to a great movie, but I enjoyed enough of the parts to just enjoy the experience.
Fair. Okay.
That's how I view it.
All right. Hey, shit.
Yeah. And
Would you watch it again?
Probably not. No.
Yeah,
I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think it has much. I don't think it has replay value. One thing though I will say though is, like I said, I haven't seen anything else by David Sandberg aside from this, and I am pretty excited to see Shazam. I know it's not a horror movie, but I will say that I feel like,
Listen, our last episode had 0 horror movies in it, so
yeah, true. How do I put this? The movie is called Lights Out. It's literally about lights, a demon thing that's like allergic to light, basically.
but it still exists in the light. You just can't see it,
yeah, true. That being said,
which is a rule that's even in the short film. Because if you saw in the short film, she takes the tape off the light while the
Right.
light's on.
right. This probably goes without saying, but I feel like the cinematography, meaning like the lighting of the movie, is also really great. And I feel like that's almost like, oh yeah, that's a given, like it has to be considering the movie itself. But no, that doesn't really mean that. It could have still been shittily lit and shittily shot, but it wasn't. The lighting's really good, and I feel like a lot of it kind of transfers into what I've seen of like Shazam. It seems like he's very focused on lighting, very focused on or like the absence of light too. That kind of plays a part. And there's this one specific lens that looks like he likes a lot. I guess I'm asking you, is that true? Also in Annabelle Creation, like, does he have a good sense of lighting in that movie too, and really great framing and
Yeah.
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 So like when you say he's a good director, like what do you mean? Like what is it about him that you?
He knows how to make horror properly and make what I find is that there's a lot of horror movies today, and I think this is why a lot of people don't like modern horror movies and why people should talk, is that there are these certain scares that are jump scares, so no matter how good they are, people are going to hate them because people don't like jump scares, whatever. I like jump scares, but it seems like outside of that, it's every movie shot almost like American Pie, where it's like so straightforward and so everything.
Yeah.
And I don't feel like he does that. I feel like he brings a bit of an artfulness that's transparent, and is still able to make a good horror film. And a very pretty movie.
Transparent, like you can tell it's artsy, or like transparent.
You can't you like it's unnoticeable if you're not looking.
Like it can be enjoyed by the masses, but
Yes.
like it still lives up to film snobs.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Annabelle Creation's a good movie.
Yeah, I'm dying to see that now. Now you got me interested.
You don't even have to watch the first.
No,
All you have to watch it because it's a prequel.
Right.
All you have to watch of the first that I just say
Conjuring?
just because it's good. Don't have to. No. All you have to watch of the first Annabelle movie is there's a sequence that takes place in like the basement of an apartment building where like everybody stores their stuff in the locker kind of looking things, right? The gated lockers.
Mm-hmm.
There's a great scene involving an elevator, and it's maybe like 2-3 minutes tops. It's an amazing sequence, one of the best sequences in horror I've seen in the past 10 years. Other than that, it is a 0 out of 10 movie.
Oh wow.
but
What?
with the one excellent scene.
I don't know. I might have to watch it just so I can get the context of it. Because I
Yeah.
was thinking like I might
Maybe
look
we'll
that up
do
on
it.
YouTube.
Maybe we'll do an Annabelle double feature. Maybe we'll do a
Oh.
whole Conjuring universe special.
No, we will not.
Oh,
No,
4
we
more
won't.
movies, baby!
can't
Woo!
I'm sick of movies. I'm never watching another movie again.
You've got like a 2.5-hour movie for the next episode.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I'm sick.
Overall, you know what we didn't talk about?
What's that?
That bullshit fucking mom. More of these knockoffs. More of these knockoffs. That like Linda Cardellini, Marissa Tomei knockoff. The mom.
Like, what do you mean? You're saying that she's like a...
Like a Linda Cardellini stand-in. Yeah.
Yeah?
Bootleg.
That's so rude. She has a career of her own. I've seen her in things.
Yeah, Maria Bello. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's bad in this movie. Most of the worst lines come from her.
Yes.
The kid, not great, but all right. It's a kid.
Yeah.
You know. If mom's crazy, does that mean
I like that part.
we're crazy too?
That's a sincere fear, though. It's a sincere fear of like anyone whose like, parents suffer from like mental illness of some kind.
So many people who did it better. So many people who did it better.
Oh my god. Okay, so what do you want then more out of like? You saying this could have been a good popcorn film?
Yes.
Like, what do you want? Like less headiness? Do you want like
less emotional? If you're gonna go for it, you have to go for it and have it come full circle.
So then it would no longer
And
be
also-
a popcorn movie at that point.
And
Probably.
also, sure, or you just fucking like I don't know. The ending ruins it for me, man.
It is cheesy. It's very cheesy.
It's such a bad ending,
Yeah.
and it's so dour for no reason. If you're gonna go with something as intense an ending as a suicide, a mother's suicide in front of her daughter.
No,
like,
the daughter
why-
didn't witness it.
Yeah,
Only
she
the son
does.
did.
No, the daughter witnesses the suicide. Because
Oh, because he pulls him
Rebecca's-
out. Right.
Yeah.
You're right.
So if you're gonna do that, saving your lives,
Mm.
oh my god, and Diana fucking
Disintegrates.
in
and shit.
midair.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ! Oh my god, is this a Marvel ending? Like
Spoiler alert.
spoiler alert.
Some people haven't seen Infinity War.
Ooh. Like I don't know, man. It's just like you have to have a point if you're gonna do something like that, because everybody's gonna leave with a bad taste in their mouths if they don't feel like it was purposeful.
If it wasn't worth, like it wasn't earned.
And also, the mother is nuts and awful, but at no point was I like, hey, maybe she should fucking just die. There was
But
at
that's
no
the point. I don't think it's not like yay she's dead. You're not supposed to feel that way.
Right, of course, but like still, I don't know. It just
You
feels
just
wrong.
I feel like I just feel like you were shortchanged. That's probably what your feeling is.
I feel shortchanged on both ends.
Yeah, I get that, and I agree. But like I said, I mean, I don't know. There were just the horror elements of it, like anything with the monster. I wouldn't say anything, but a lot of
And
the stuff with the monster is really fun.
Nearly
And
no explanation of like why Diana would be back once they figure out, oh, it was her childhood friend and there was something wrong with her.
they say like there's like a throwaway line almost that says like she comes back when mom gets worse. And remember like there's like a
It's all supposed
subplot
to be one big giant metaphor for mental illness and how it affects
because the
families.
subplot is like she stopped taking her medicine and all
Just
that.
go watch the fucking Brood,
Oh
man.
my god.
Just go watch David Cronenberg, man.
Not everybody wants to watch Cronenberg.
But they should. But they fucking should.
And if they do, they should listen to our episode.
And if they do, they should listen to our 3-part series on David Cronenberg's horror filmography,
Mm-hmm.
which you could find at all good podcast servers, including Spotify and YouTube.
I don't know. Maybe okay. I have a theory. Maybe it's that while we're like what 26, 7? How many episodes are we in now? We're quite a few.
24.
Despite that, maybe I'm still not seasoned enough of a horror movie guy to have a point of view where I'm like, where I'm at that point, where I can't stand kind of maybe middle of the road or overblown cheesy horror movies. Maybe I still enjoy them because I'm still naive.
I like plenty of cheesy horror movies. I like plenty of them. But what I'm saying is it's balancing this thing that doesn't make me comfortable with liking it. Doesn't make me
No.
comfortable with enjoying the experience.
So then I'm just an asshole.
You're just a dick.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do this on air. I'm gonna do this on air.
That's ASMR for when your friends break up with each other. Oh my God, they're fighting.
I just crumbled up the fucking notes. That's it. I've said everything I need to say about this one.
There's so many cool. You know what? Forget it. If you're done, you're done then.
David Sandberg should keep making goddamn horror movies.
I heard a podcast that he was on. When he was interviewed, and he said that if Shazam kind of like, shits the bed, at least he knows he can go back to horror.
I hope it shits the bed. So he goes back to horror because that's where he's good at.
I still feel like he'll end up doing
James
it.
Wan and him both just were like, fuck you, we're going to make
Oh
superhero
my
movies
God,
now.
no,
Fuck
they're
you.
not.
Suck dick. I don't have time to fucking direct The Conjuring 3. I'm working for fucking
James Wan's
DC
gonna go
now.
back to it.
We'll see.
David
We'll
Sandberg,
see.
I don't know. I don't really
We'll
know.
see. I saw a funny tweet that was like, thank you, Jordan Peele, for not just accepting directing The Flash or whatever.
Oh, wait for it.
Oh, no.
Oh my God, he'll do Black Adam.
No, if they couldn't get him to direct Akira, I don't think he'll do anything that he doesn't feel comfortable with, like as an artiste,
Right.
As an
Like if he
auteur.
can't make it his own version.
Yeah.
He did the Twilight Zone.
I'm excited
No,
for that.
and
I haven't watched anything about it yet. Like I'm gonna wait
Yeah,
for
no,
it to
me
be
neither.
out and then I'm in.
Yeah,
I don't want to see fucking Adam Scott
Wait a
on the
minute.
plane yet or anything.
I'm in.
Jesus Christ. Oh,
That one's for Ethan. You don't listen to the show, but
I wish he did. Why don't you get your friends to watch the show? Listen to the show.
I'm gonna get him to.
Good. I always get so emotional when I drink on the podcast. Even like half a drink, and
You're
I'm
a
just
lightweight.
I get emotional. I get quick with my judgments.
You're a lush.
Lights Out, not great. David Sandberg deserves better.
Yeah, you heard it here. Lights Out, pretty good. Watch it once, and then never again.
Maybe
I say watch it once. I think it's a cool enough monster movie.
watch Annabelle Creation instead.
I think it's a cool enough monster movie to warrant one viewing. That's my take.
Sure.
If you leave this episode with one thing, it's have your friends watch it if you've seen it already. It's good enough for one viewing. That's it. Cool monster stuff, cool effects, like not like visual effects really, but cool limitations. Whenever it comes to anything like fantastical, what really makes it cool is like the barriers of what that fantastic element can do, and this movie does a great job of that. Those are my final thoughts.
Are we gonna go into the next episode?
Those are my final thoughts.
Those are your final thoughts. That's it. Final thoughts. Shutting down. I'm announcing the next.
That's
movie.
me powering down. No more thoughts. Go on. Yeah, go on.
So for the next episode
For
25.
the next, you're drunk. Jesus.
For the next episode 25, we will be doing a landmark film. Huge one. Next episode's huge. Gotta see it to believe it. We will be doing William Friedkin's 1973 ultra classic, possibly the most important, influential, and most famous film in horror history, The Exorcist.
Ooh. That movie scared me as a kid.
Still to this day, they are doing marketing bullshit that was started with The Exorcist. And Psycho too, I get it, but The
Yeah.
Exorcist.
Don't tell anybody about the ending.
Well, that's the Psycho thing.
That's the Psycho thing.
Yeah.
They did that for Us. They had a similar
Yeah, with
marketing.
Jordan Peele.
Yeah. So The Exorcist, cool.
Oh, fuck yeah, man.
That's
it's on
fun.
Netflix still, I think.
I don't know. You told me Lights Out was on Amazon, and it's not anymore.
True. Should we clarify which Exorcist we're doing?
You already said it's William Friedkin.
No, but there's two versions. There's the theatrical version, and then there's the more easily accessible extended cut. Just for the sake of posterity,
You already
I'm
said
going to
it's
make sure that we both.
1970.
Yes, it's the same movie, but it's just there's more in it. For the sake of posterity, we will be doing the what used to be called the version you've never seen before. It's just the extended cut of the film. Has some certain very, very famous sequences left in it. So we'll be doing the full version of The Exorcist.
The
next
longest
time.
possible cut.
The longest possible.
Unless
cut.
if like you have an in with the studio somehow and you see all deleted scenes that we've never seen before.
I wish. Because it's good. Thank you guys so much. And don't forget to subscribe if you have not yet, to leave us a review. It really, really helps the show.
Rate it.
And I want to say, yeah, rate it if you can. It's not just about, us feeling good or us getting numbers up. It builds a community. It gives us access to do more as a show. So if you like the show, you like what we're doing, you want to be along for the ride, it's an easy, simple, and very free thing that you can do to just bring awareness to the show and help us out. And, that allows us to add more layers. You know what I mean? The more people listen, the more viable certain opportunities become, especially for creating a community around the podcast. And it's something I personally would really, really like to do and to interact with more of you. And on that note, don't forget to follow us on our social media,
Yes.
such as Twitter, where we are at good_suffering, Instagram at Good Suffering Podcast, or Facebook at Good Suffering, a horror podcast. Thank you. And once again, this has been Good Suffering. Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm Doug.
And I'm, oh my God, I'm sick. Do it again. I'm sorry.